Okay, we are now recording. I asked my vice president how's the response going to where she's at and everything. She's getting very similar response. People like what we're saying, but they don't like the way I look. I'm too kind of rough for them, too average, too everyday. They want a well-groomed, dressed up, nice guy. Is that what you want for your president? Fine. Obama, very well-groomed, very dressed up, very nice guy. Got a pretty smile, too. Of course, he doesn't give a doggone about you guys, but that's okay. I mean, look at your Congress. They're all wearing suits and ties. I'm not going to wear a suit and tie. I will wear a shirt, open collar, and a turtleneck. Sorry, that's the way I am. We know other people that don't dress up very well, don't we? Bill Gates doesn't dress up very well. Jobs from Apple didn't dress up very fancy either. Because they were real Americans. If you want garbage, you can take garbage, put it in a bag, paint it up real nice, stick some stuff on it. Sure, it looks nice, but it's still a bag of garbage. Or do you want a true American? The trouble with what you see is I'm not politically correct. I could put a suit and tie on, but I refuse to. I can actually lose some weight if I want, be a little slimmer. Now I could take all my videos to someplace and have them do them so that they look very professional. There's plenty of you guys out there that can do it anyway, but the truth of the matter is, what do you want for president? Do you want someone well-groomed, pretty-looking, European style? NWO? You want one of those spiffy, well-dressed guys that when they get into the White House, they forget who the heck you are? Then I say vote for them, if that's what you want. But then don't go on Facebook, don't go on YouTube, don't go around crying because you got the same garbage you had before. You're saying God. You don't hear me cuss. But I will talk to you straightforward and frank. What do you want for a president? Do you want the same old junk you've been getting? Or do you want something different? Do you want someone who has no idea how you live each and every day, struggling? Or do you want someone who has been through the same things you have? Do you want someone who feels for you and can do something about it? Or do you want someone who doesn't care for you and really don't want to do anything about it? That's the decisions you got to make. Look at the shirt I'm wearing. It's a long sleeve green shirt with an eagle on the front. Why? Because that is what I'm wearing. Look at my hair. It's got some gray in it. I dye it. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm gruff. Because I'm not politically correct. I refuse to be politically correct. Oh, I can dress up very nice. Suit and tie. And I could talk circles around people. If we ever get enough support to get into debates, that you'll see. But, first and foremost, it's not me that's the problem. It's not the congressman in the Congress that's the problem. It's not the president in the White House that is the real problem. The problem is you, the people, are putting the well-groomed, spiffy, nice-speaking, nice-smiling, quote-unquote, gentleman in the White House. You know, my foster grandfather once told me, if a man comes up and meets you in a three-piece suit, shirt and tie, and you and him are not going to church, put your hand over your back pocket and hold on to your wallet, because that's the only thing he's after. Now, I'm not kidding around, and I'm not playing a game. You people want someone well-groomed, spiffy, just like the ones before? Well, vote for him again. Listen to the Republican Party. Listen to the Democrat Party. Listen to the other parties and vote the way the party tells you. But don't expect change. You want something different, you got to do something different. Albert Einstein said, a person who does the same thing over and over and over again and expects different results and gets the same results and yet continues to do the same thing over and over again is an idiot. Now, I went and checked out what insanity was, and it says the same thing. A person who does one form of society that society calls insanity is a person who does the same thing over and over and over again, expecting change, but change never happens. It continues on and does exactly the same thing over and over again. And I'm telling you, you can have it, but don't cry when you don't like what you got. If a person hates spinach and fixes nothing but spinach for dinner, that person does not have a right to cry about what they have for dinner. When there's different stuff available. And don't be so blind to be brainwashed. Because that's what you all are. You're brainwashed. Anyone who says, oh, he's too rough, he's too this. Hey, Joe Jobs, Apple, he'd make a good president. He was many times a polo shirt and a turtleneck. Or a sweater and a turtleneck. He always wore jeans. I've seen his hair messed up many a times. But that was an extremely intelligent individual who really didn't care, but knew what he knew. You listen to my videos, you hear what I say, you get a good idea of what I know. It may be rough, but you can understand it. It's not talked around in circles. It's not talked above your head. It's talked directly to you. So I look a little rough. So I am loud. I'm hard of hearing. 26 years in the Navy, working from everything from launching drones and rockets and launching aircraft off of carriers. Did a job on my hearing. So, I speak loud. But there's still truth to everything I say. I may not be the neatest person. I may not be the spiffiest. But I am truthful. I am honest. And I can do the job that needs to be done. But you all have to do the job that needs to be done first. Don't give this garbage or bull crap out about, oh, he's too coarse, he's too rough, he's too gruff. That might be what you need for a president. A man who could stand before Congress and tell them, you're the one that counts. Nothing else matters. But then I'm something different, ain't I? I'm not like all the rest. Even when I do a debate and I'm wearing a suit jacket, I can tell you exactly how I'm going to be dressed. Suit jacket, white shirt, dark turtleneck, dark pants, pair of Western boots. Yep, that's the way I'm going to be dressed. Sorry, people. If you want a suit and tie, you want a tuxedo, Go get one of those spiffy jerks out there. If you want to see and picture how I'm going to be dressed, the guy who walks around in person of interest in the dark jacket and the shirt that's partially open is exactly the way I dress when I dress up. So, what do you want? Same old, groomed, nice and pretty, politically correct? Or you want someone that's gruff, straightforward, average American who's going to tell you the truth? Do you want the same, or do you want something different? But understand, if you go after the same over and over again, you really have no right to complain. You might think you do, but you don't. And don't tell me about votes that don't count. I already know about 8,790,000 votes in 2008 that disappeared. They totally disappeared. But who cares? Like I said, there's a way to counter that. And it can be done. But you out there has got to make the difference. You have to make the decision. You have to do the changing. You have to start believing in you, the average person, and forget those people who dress up and tell you, oh, you got to because this is the way. Because it's not. You don't have to accept. But only you can make the difference. That's all I got to say. You can either go with the flow, be brainwashed, accept it, follow the sheep, and continue on, and then cry all you want on Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere else, Twitter, or you make a difference. And it can happen. Thank you very much for your time. And if you think I'm talking through my head, you think I'm arrogant, you think I'm out of this world, you think I'm being crazy, I don't really care. The truth of the matter is, only you are going to make the difference. And if you aren't smart enough to realize that, then we end up with the same old, same old. I'm 65 years old. In another 20 years, I'm gone. Out of here. And you are stuck with the mess you are creating today. Thank you. Have a nice day. This is JD. Don't expect me to ever wear a tie.